All right, it's 1090 Jake, Big Meech, 50 Cent, full paperwork party. Let's see what we learn in this, y'all.
One of the most unexpected beefs of 2025 has had everyone at the edge of their seats. Shocked would be the word best to describe seeing former drug trafficker / street legend Big Meech next to former corrections officer / rapper Rick Ross. Ross would always give the facade that he was some drug lord from Miami, even going as far as naming himself after a drug lord from Los Angeles. Ross would mention Big Meech on his 2010 album Teflon Don, the very nickname of none other than John Gotti.
John Gotti.
Within the song BMF, Ross would rap, "I think I'm Big Meech, Larry Hoover." Ross would be boldly comparing himself to Meech, who we all know ran BMF, the Black Mafia family.
BMF.
A drug trafficking money laundering organization founded in 1985 in Southwest Detroit, prosecutors allege BMF made over $270 million over the course of its operation. A Los Angeles drug source with direct ties to Mexican.
God damn. Them niggas made $270 million? Shit. That's what you call getting to the motherfucking chili. That's what you call getting to the chili. 270 million was grossed? Okay.
Cartels would be the entryway in which BMF established direct routes to Atlanta, where they flooded the southern states with kilos of cocaine. But this wasn't the only person Rick Ross felt he was like. He'd also name another street legend, Larry Hoover. Hoover is being held responsible for founding the Gangsta Disciples in Chicago way back in the late 60s. A gang that's very much still active today, having spread to the East Coast and throughout the southern states. Larry Hoover is currently imprisoned at ADX Florence, the federal supermax prison home to terrorists, gangsters, and other major drug lords such as El Chapo. Hoover is currently serving 6 life sentences, while Big Meech was just released from federal prison in October of 2024. Back in 2008, Meech was sentenced to 30 years, and in 2024, Meech would have his sentence reduced to 20 years. A judge would then grant a 32-month reduction off of the 20-year sentence. Serving over 16 years straight in federal prison, Big Meech would finally be released. What the fuck Rick Ross has in common with either of these men is unknown, as the only drugs he sold was in songs, and the only prison Ross was in was the South Florida Reception Center.
Hey, you know what? I never thought about that. This nigga Rick Ross didn't really sell drugs, huh? Wait, am I tripping? Did Rick Ross really sell drugs? I know he was a CEO for sure. But did this nigga really sell drugs? He always talked about it, so it kind of threw everybody off. But has anybody ever really looked into, has he ever sold drugs? That's crazy. I don't know. Did he really sell drugs, y'all? Am I tripping right now, or he didn't? Because I feel like he didn't, but he talked about it in music. But there's not like stories out there of Rick Ross being like this big drug dealer. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure on that one either, bro. That's crazy. Look, niggas don't know. That's how much, like as long as he's been doing music, none of us know, did he really sell drugs? Damn, that's crazy. None of us know if he really sold drugs, bro. That is crazy, dog. His whole facade has been, for sure, I mean, shout out to Rick Ross. I don't got no problem with bro. Shout out to bro. But his whole facade has been Rick Ross, the big drug dealer, the boss. You know what I mean? And talking like that. Big money talk. That's crazy. I wanna look that up. Did he really sell drugs or no? All right, we're gonna look that up next.
He worked there. But even then, whether Meech wanted a link with Ross because of the 14-year-old song, or Ross had some money for Meech so Ross could continue role-playing like a drug lord, many believe Meech's loyalty was due elsewhere. What's up, everybody? It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. For this video, we're going to be speaking on Big Meech versus 50 Cent and the paperwork party. When it comes to war, few are as relentless and unforgiving as 50 Cent. And if you need a reminder, 50 just went viral again for dissing Irv Gotti after Irv was...
Let's see if he be biased to 50 Cent, y'all. Because I know this is... 50 Cent got his hands on this one. Let's see if he be biased to 50 Cent.
declared brain dead from a second stroke. 50 would fire the internet up with a post saying, "I'm smoking on that Gotti pack. Nah, God bless him, LOL." The beef between the two dates back to the 90s, and even Chicago rapper 600 Breezy would leave a comment saying, "Every day, he shows us why they hit him 9 times. Well, it's rumored that Irv Gotti was one of the men responsible for 50 being hit 9 times. 50 has had a notoriously long career of not giving a fuck, and in this case, things have seemingly become personal because 50 gave a fuck. For those that don't remember, Big Meech's son, Lil Meech, was known for years as nothing more than his father's son. But he'd break into stardom when 50 pushed him into the direction of a lead role for a show. Based on BMF, Lil Meech would be playing his own father, and 50 would be the executive producer behind the scenes. With no experience, Lil Meech would state in an interview 50 invested in him early on, going as far as paying for his acting classes so he could secure the role in the show.
This nigga 50 is really fucking crazy, dog. That nigga took care of that nigga. This is really, like, his cutoff game is crazy. That nigga invested in bro, helped him become a actor, then put him in like a popping show, 3 seasons, and then as soon as his dad took a picture, he cut that nigga off. That nigga cutoff game is crazy, bro. That nigga do not fuck with the 50 Cent. He don't give a fuck, nigga. He put all that time and money into you, nigga, and cut your ass right the fuck off as soon as your dad took a picture with Rick Ross.
As his father. Becoming a success, Lil Meech would find himself in a new light and out of his father's shadow as he thrived in his acting role. With Big Meech being released, the father-son duo would finally be reunited, and everyone expected big things for the future. What nobody expected was Big Meech and Rick Ross.
This shit is crazy. The fact that I don't think nobody, like us personally, we didn't care, right? As a consumer, I didn't give a fuck like, oh, he gonna come out and take a picture with Rick Ross. I'm like, shit, it's Big Meech, bro. He got a song with the nigga. I think I'm Big Meech. That was a huge song. So when I saw the concert, he put out that concert flyer, Rick Ross' name originally wasn't on it. And I'm like, why the fuck would he do a concert and not ask for Rick Ross? And Rick Ross got one of the biggest songs with his name. It would only be right, like, you know. And I was like, oh, maybe Ross ain't want to fuck with it. But I'm like, why would he not want to fuck with it when he profited so much off using that song with his name and Larry Hoover's name? I feel like if anything, he'll look out for Larry Hoover and Big Meech when they got out of jail. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like, I did raise like a question mark, like maybe 50 Cent is involved with this concert. You know what I'm saying? But then this picture came out, this video, and everything was brought to light from that point on.
A welcome back legacy concert would be posted on Meech's Instagram with a long list of major artists set to perform in Broward County, Florida. It wasn't the fact that Ross was performing, it was that they took pictures and videos together. Immediately, the internet knew 50 was gonna react, and he didn't disappoint. 50 would post a picture of a rat saying, "I think I'm Big Meech." Now, many were initially confused.
This nigga 50 is cold. All off a fucking post, bro. This nigga said, fuck it, blacked out, crashed out, nigga, all over a post of these two niggas taking a picture together and bro having a Rick Ross shirt on. This nigga 50 is diabolical, man.
As to who he was dissing, but it seems more likely that 50 was dissing Rick Ross as he was quoting Ross's own song. But then again, the caption would read, his biggest mistake he ever made was not sustaining his relationship with Tammy Cohen's. Her tell-all documentary reveals the truth. Tammy Cohen's
See, so
was once
that lets you know. This confirms what the fuck. See, I didn't even read all the captions 50 was putting. I just remember he was putting all these pictures and different little like funny shits on the. But his captions, this definitely confirms he was sitting on this information. He had this. I said this shit on What Could Go Wrong Today. I felt like he was gonna purposely build this nigga up, and then he knew when the time was right, he was gonna drop this shit with her and tear him down. But it just so happened to force his hand soon as he got out. I feel like he was gonna do it anyway. He was gonna drop this shit and turn on Big Meech anyway. You know what I mean? Because he got the rights to do it. And they say he only got the rights for 2 years. So he got the rights to do it for the next 2 years to put out a movie, to put out a fucking a series or whatever and use the name BMF. And just think about it. Soon as Big Meech took the picture of Rick Ross, your first post is a rat saying, nigga, Tammy. So that means you was sitting on this information, dog. You a cold nigga. He a cold nigga.
Once a business partner and close friend of Big Meech, but according to federal paperwork, became a federal informant. Ross would clap back at 50 with a post of his own, and of course he'd promote his car show, which is believed to be the reason he linked with Meech in the first place. See, Ross isn't dumb. Meech being in prison for the last 17 years is a decent excuse, while Ross knew exactly what he was doing. Ross wanted to link with Meech, knowing the controversy it would start up, so he could then promote his upcoming car show. But the effect in doing so would leave Meech in a worse position than what he came home to.
I don't think that's the whole. See, I hate they trying to paint that narrative like he only fucked with him to promote his car show. Like, nah, like you gotta remember, like, Rick Ross' daughter, his daughter went to prom with Big Meech's son, with Lil Meech. So there's been a connection there, bro. Their kids went to prom with each other. So it's like you're saying now that he's out of jail, like he don't know him and he's just using them to promote a car show. Like that's the part they don't talk about. Like these niggas got a history, bro. Like they kids got a fucking history together. They like, come on, man.
50 would start dropping bombs, even posting texts from Lil Meech that read, "They just told me you unfollowed me off Instagram, and now you're managing Skilla Baby with Rocket when I brought him around you first when you didn't have a clue who he was. Now you're mad at me when I would take the shirt off my back for you. I can't believe this, man. You act as if I'm your enemy. I've only showed you love and loyalty. I'm human.
Damn, I just thought about that too. How is that gonna work? Because Rocket is with 50 Cent. Rocket's from BMF. So is Rocket not fucking with Big Meech? Y'all remember Rocket? He came to Community. Shout out Rocket, man. Rocket was signed to Jeezy back in the day, and then now he runs with 50 Cent and Lil Meech. And I think he was managing Lil Meech at one point. I wonder if he cut Rocket too. Damn, that's fucked up. I wonder if he cut Rocket.
Go through my own shit, but I never switched up on you. Fuck Ross, but he gave my dad some bread so he could afford to pay his bills until our next season starts. This internet shit is throwing me off, man. You know me in real life." 50 would reply with, "What next season?" 50 would make it clear that Big Meech's choice wouldn't affect you.
This nigga 50 is a cold nigga. What next season? And he put the nigga shit. What next season, little nigga? This nigga 50 is funny, dog.
Just him, but also his son and the existence of the BMF show. After all, how could 50 continue a show based on a rat? While the Black Mafia family was pushing kilos of cocaine, BMF Entertainment was a music business used as a front to launder money. The label would promote several hip-hop artists, but Blue Da Vinci would be the only artist actually signed to BMF. Roughly 150 BMF members would be indicted, but Blue would be free for more than a year before finding himself taken down by the feds. The BMF rapper was accused of doing nothing more than loading and unloading cocaine from vehicles and counting money from stash houses in Atlanta.
Nigga, that's crazy. 150 members. God damn. And then Blue Da Vinci, he ended up turning on Big Meech. I guess they finna tell us why. Let's get the full details on why.
Blue would eventually be sentenced to 5 years and 4 months in federal prison, followed by 5 years of supervised release. In recent years, BMF members would accuse Blue Da Vinci of having snitched in the case. One of those men would be none other than Dexter Sosa Hussey. Having served 12 years for trafficking and money laundering, Sosa was the head of logistics for BMF as he took on the responsibility of managing loads of 150 kilos at a time and transporting them across the country.
Shit.
Sourced directly from the cartel, Sosa would study maps, routes, and familiarize himself with the areas in which he trafficked.
Nigga, 150 kilos at a time is crazy. God damn.
He'd even go as far as learning which times of day police were most active, giving him a window to take advantage of through different time zones across the country. A calculated operator, Sosa would take the Vlad TV, speaking on Blue Da Vinci.
Well, did Blue Da Vinci cooperate or no?
Yeah, he cooperated. I mean, I didn't see it. It was in Miss Mara Shalhoub's book, where his own lawyer said, yeah, if there was anything else that we could do, Your Honor, to help you along with this case, my client would be more than willing to cooperate with you all to help you in this investigation. But now the thing of it is by you admitting what was done, you know what I'm saying, you what you done or whatever, but bottom line is, you know, you didn't take the single plea. You went in and was giving them information on shit that they already had and thought it was cool, but you know, that was part of that. You just confirmed other shit that the other CIs just done told. Plus you did a smack video.
See, this is where all this shit get too confusing for me, because that's the thing when you do fucking criminal enterprises with a gang of niggas, like 150 people get arrested. Then they start saying everybody, they all start pointing at each other saying, oh, he snitched, he snitched, he snitched, he snitched. Out of 150 people going to jail together or getting locked up, indicted, or whatever, you know, nigga, you're going to have some snitches within that for sure. But this was the whole BMF shit. This is why I'll be so lost on, because everybody who I know who was like popular names from BMF, for every nigga that's popular is somebody that was from BMF saying they snitched or something. And it's like, damn, everybody in this motherfucker was a snitch or what? Like, but I have yet, like, nobody has came to the internet with paperwork. Everybody just keeps saying like, oh, you know, this is the first time where I see like this Tammy shit where it's paperwork being presented. I haven't seen it. If it was on the internet, I didn't see it. But I saw that shit, the Tammy shit, the case, the paperwork shit. And I'm just like, on Big Meech. And I'm just like, God damn, this shit is crazy, boy. It's confusing as a motherfucker. And there's so many parties involved because them niggas is big. And even while Meech was going, you got to remember, this isn't like an old ass case. This isn't from like the 90s. This is literally, he went to jail in like 2009, I think. So this is current. You know what I'm saying? I think he was only locked up 15 years, if I'm correct, or something. What was it, 2009, I believe? But it's like, it ain't been long. It ain't been a long time. So y'all was alive. All y'all was probably in high school shit. Like, y'all was alive for this shit. You know what I'm saying? And like seeing this downfall and then people seeing him go down, BMF, people praising him in music and hip hop for 15 years, and then he get out, and now this much smut being on his name in less than 2 months of getting out is crazy. Like, you were a fucking legend in jail, and you get out 2 months and your name is smutted like crazy.
Prior to that was giving them the whole fucking play. They never knew nothing about it. That smack video was detrimental in finding out who each person was.
What Sosa was referring to would be written out in Blue Da Vinci's sentencing transcripts. Blue was being called up in court, and as he made his way to the podium, his lawyer stated to the judge, "As he's coming up, Your Honor, I did leave one thing out. You had asked some of the other defendants whether or not they cooperated. Mr. McKnight, aka Blue Da Vinci, was one of the individuals who did attempt to cooperate.
Damn.
He was debriefed by the government, but basically he didn't know anything that was useful against the remaining defendants."
Damn. So technically he could say, I didn't snitch. technically I didn't. But, nigga, I basically because you had nothing useful, but you did have something, but it wasn't of use. So nobody got in trouble off what you said. But you definitely did the act of snitching. You cooperated. It just so happened nothing you said didn't work. So I can see why he could come out and be like, I didn't snitch, because they didn't use nothing in court. But you did, though. You know what I'm saying? You did. You just didn't have no information they could use. Now, if you would have said something they could use, then, yeah, it's the same, bro. Even if you, yeah, that's sick. That's sick. But I get it, though. They like, nigga, I ain't never snitched. That's because nothing was used in court that he said. But this is definitely a game. I didn't know this part. I didn't know that he actually cooperated and said shit, but they just didn't use it. I didn't know that part.
So Blue Da Vinci's lawyer would essentially be the one who exposed Blue did attempt to cooperate and was debriefed by the feds. Blue would then tearfully give a statement in court before being sentenced to 5 years and 4 months. But did he actually snitch? It's clear as day that he attempted to, but none of the information he provided was of any use or could be used against anyone. Sosa would accuse Blue of confirming things other informants had already stated, so while he technically wasn't making things worse, he definitely wasn't making them better, and he only did so to secure a lesser sentence. At one point, Big Meech would accuse Blue of snitching, but according to Blue, Meech would apologize after. And in the end, Blue would get the final laugh as his name remains stained, but it would be Blue that dropped the paperwork on Big Meech. Blue.
Damn. What the fuck? See what I'm saying? This shit is all so confusing. Like I was seeing all that going on, like all these people calling each other snitches, and these are people who are all together. Again, these are people that we seen in the clubs and seen out here, because a lot of niggas a lot of the Carson niggas was from BMF. A lot of the Carson niggas, and they was out here in LA. Like BMF was doing it big. They was doing it big. They was everywhere. BMF was everywhere. But they was out here doing it big, though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of people we know. And then, like, this shit hit the fan. And then now everybody pointing fingers and saying this person, this person, this person. And it's like, damn, who the fuck is snitching? Like,
Blue would do an interview with Cam Capone back in 2023, providing the paperwork exposing Tammy Cohen's. Tammy was Big Meech's assistant. With Meech already taken down by the feds, Tammy would seemingly prove her loyalty by remaining in contact with Meech through calls and letters. With years in prison ahead of him, Meech would make a risky business move by signing over his life rights to Tammy. This now meant Tammy owned the life story of Big Meech and could turn it into millions. But this wasn't the only business move Meech made.
Wait, how long did he sign over to her for, though? That's the catch, because 50 got it from her, right? All right. Let's see.
While in jail, Meech met a cartel member by the name of Fidel Suarez. Suarez owned and operated a trucking company in California and had been investigated/arrested without conviction for drug trafficking in 2005 and 2009. Meech would use Tammy to connect Suarez with a lifelong friend named Dion Gatling, who's more commonly known as the St. Louis drug lord Cuffy. Tammy would bridge the gap for further drug distribution, but what Cuffy and Suarez didn't know was she was a confidential informant and was reporting everything to the feds.
Whoa. Wow. Everybody's telling on everybody. Motherfucker.
CS1, or confidential source number 1, has been identified as Tammy Cohen's. Paperwork would state she first became a confidential informant for the Atlanta DEA back in 2009, where she provided information in a money laundering case that resulted in the successful prosecution and conviction of another Atlanta kingpin legend named Terry White.
Damn. So she over here taking shit down. She getting niggas knocked out the paint. And these niggas don't even know. And they confided in her. Big Meech, especially the head of the snake, is confiding in her from jail. And now he got a new plug. I got a plug. I got this play. I need you to set this up with Cuffy. And let's see what happens.
It's believed that Terry White grew up in an Atlanta housing project. But when FBI and GBI agents arrested him last night, he was living here, a sprawling $200,000 mansion in Jonesboro. The 27-year-old was in the process of renovating his home, which features an outdoor swimming pool, a full-length basketball court, and more.
Wait. They just say that house is only $200,000? God damn. Wait, what year was this? Oh, well, I mean, where's that in Atlanta? $200,000 for that big-ass house?
Had a media room where there were 24 TV sets on one wall hooked to a satellite dish. And you could hit a button and all 24 TVs would come on.
Agents seized the home and 3 cars which belonged to White, including this $110,000 Rolls-Royce, which was paid for in cash. But there was more to be found inside. $47,000 cash and a machine to count the money. Thousands in gold jewelry and mink coats. A small catch of ammunition and weapons, including a loaded Uzi semi-automatic pistol.
God damn.
The feds would note Tammy Cohen's was an unusual informant, as she had no criminal record, was not a known drug user, did not appear motivated by money, and was not looking to get a reduced prison sentence or charges dismissed.
Oh, what the fuck?
Instead, she appeared motivated by revenge, as Terry White had her unknowingly laundering money for him.
Oh, she cold. She like, nigga, I don't even care, nigga. This ain't about me. This is about my get back for this bitch ass nigga. He had me out here doing shit without telling me, and now I'm in trouble. So guess what? That's cool. I'll take that to the chin. But here's how I'm gonna help. I want to take him down. Y'all don't gotta give me shit. I want to take him down. Damn. Ooh, that's a fucking dark bitch to play with right there, bro. She don't care about getting her sentence reduced. She don't care about nothing. I'll take all that to the chin. Come on. We finna take these niggas down. Because this nigga had me moving shit without my knowledge. I want to take down this. This is what I know. I know this person. That's his homie. He worked with this person. Oh, that's cold, man. God damn. And he probably fucked her over. He probably fucked her and fucked her over, too.
Tammy Cohen's was not initially a paid informant, but an agent would put her in for an award that would be a percentage of the property seized in the case.
Hold on, kid. She got an award for being a snitch, dog. Oh, my God. She got a snitch award. That is crazy. They would award her. Oh, that's crazy.
Tammy would receive a total of $55,000 for putting away Terry White. When Tammy Cohen's became a confidential informant, she'd already been a longtime friend and associate of Big Meech. Specifically,
now listen, I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100, y'all. All these motherfuckers be out here talking about they wouldn't snitch. There's a lot of motherfuckers that'll snitch for $55,000 right now. Somebody said, "Hey, give me any piece of information that could get a nigga arrested, nigga. That's whatever. I guarantee a lot of motherfuckers gonna tell for 55 cash, 55,000. This bitch got 55,000 for telling. That is crazy. 55,000 for snitching. What? That's half a fucking $100. That's a half a ticket, nigga. That is wild. But I guess they like, look how much we finna get from this bitch. Like that little 55,000 just got us this millions off the street and in our pocket. And hey, it's a show called We Own This City on Max. If you got Max, go watch a show called We Own This City about the dirty ass the gun team that was on the streets in Baltimore. And they used to they used to raid the drug houses and raid the drug lords and all them shits, nigga, and steal their money. That's probably what this like, thank you. Especially with BMF shit. Them niggas had money everywhere. So they was probably hitting them niggas like a motherfucker.
She held the life rights of Big Meech. And in 2011, Meech requested her help in coordinating a delivery of cocaine through Suarez. Meech told Tammy he met Suarez while inside of a county jail in Michigan, and as time went on, Meech would ask her to connect Suarez with Cuffy. So she'd reported to the feds that Meech had her coordinate a cocaine delivery in 2011 while Meech was in prison. But for some reason, Meech would never face an indictment for her allegations. At a later evidentiary hearing, Tammy would deny that Meech had any involvement with drug trafficking activities between Suarez and Cuffy. She'd also deny Meech directed her to connect them. And now, the feds were starting to believe Tammy Cohen's was no longer a credible informant. That, and the...
They're like, hold on, wait. She's not giving us that information like that no more. She's starting to say she don't know. She's starting to say she don't know no more. She must be getting paid more than we paying her. Something's going on. You're not credible no more. Before, you was bringing us all the information with this Terry guy. You know what I'm saying? Now we need you for this guy. Now we need you for Meech. And now you're saying some shit that is incredible to us. We don't like that. So let's see what happens from here.
The fact that it was discovered she was sleeping with the federal agent assigned to her. So what would make her start covering up for Meech? Wiretaps would reveal Cuffy's alleged involvement in the murders of 2 individuals cooperating with law enforcement, and along with Tammy providing information on him drug trafficking, Cuffy would be indicted in 2014. Cuffy's legal team would file motions that would leave Tammy Cohen's panicking. At this time, nobody knew she was an informant, and Tammy saw information within Cuffy's motion that she believed would allow people close to the case to identify her. The DEA agent controlling her would testify in court that she expressed concern over the motions and that she panicked and took several measures to try to protect herself. Apparently, Tammy drove several hours to Louisiana in an attempt to visit Big Meech in federal prison to explain her position and try to deflect any accusations. So essentially, she was seeking Meech's advice on how to handle being exposed as a confidential informant. It's believed she wasn't able to visit him, but when she did speak with him, Big Meech told Tammy he didn't want his name caught up in this mess.
Interesting. So she told this nigga, well, he knew she was a confidential informant, and she trying to see how to get up out of it. But he already done told her to play. I gotta play. I need you to connect this whoop to whoop. You a confidential informant. She's coming to see you to figure out how can I get out of this. I just want to get Terry out the way. But I fuck with you. I want to help you. But I'm a confidential informant. So now her information to the feds is not as confident as it was before. And now they're like, hold on, what is going on? Damn. So he knew she was a confidential informant. Okay.
Nothing is said about Meech being shocked, surprised, or angry, and finding out his assistant, who he trusted with his life rights, was now working with the feds. He just didn't want his name being brought up, showing that he knew. To further protect herself and Meech, Tammy would state the wiretaps contained false information. She was now saying that Meech never connected Suarez to Cuffy, and that the DEA agent Tammy was having sex with was jealous of her relationship with Meech and was trying to frame him.
Oh, so that's the excuse right there. Here's how you get out of it. Say that the agent that's over you is trying to fuck you, and he's jealous of me and you together. Okay, all right. But here's the catch. I know you're an informant. I still want you to run this play because this play is a plug. I still need to run this play, but keep my name out of it. So that's kind of fucked up because you know she's still a CI. I still want you to run this play. Tell them motherfuckers this about me, that nigga, yeah, I don't got nothing to do with nothing. Don't bring my name up. You know what I'm saying? And then tell them the agent trying to fuck you so that you can get up out of this situation and see if that worked. Damn, that's a cold situation. So is that, I wonder if that's what they're saying is snitching. Really, that's not giving snitching. That's giving like, hey, nigga, I'm trying to like manipulate this bitch to run this play for me while I'm trying to, you can't dickmatize her because you ain't fucking her, you in jail. Like, trying to get her to stop from being a CI, but why do you trust her knowing that she's a CI though? Like, that's the I couldn't, if somebody told me I'm a CI, I couldn't fuck with him. I couldn't do it. Like, so it's like, for him to still want to fuck with her and still like trust her is kind of crazy. Cause she could be lying to you, whatever she's saying. I'm trying to get out of this shit, nigga. She could be lying to you right there. She a CI, bro. I don't know.
The feds would quickly realize Tammy was no longer credible, and due to the fear of being exposed, she was now attempting to distance Big Meech from Suarez and Cuffy. In 2019, at the age of 53, Cuffy would be sentenced to 27 years in prison for drug trafficking and use of firearms in furtherance of drug trafficking, resulting in death. Fast forward to 2024, Camp Capone would have Blue Da Vinci back on, but this time, Blue had none other than Cuffy on the line so he could speak out for himself from prison.
But I'm in here with a 27-year sentence based on Demetrius Flannery, as you all know as Big Meech, and Tammy Cowens, known in the paperwork as CS1. So what Big Meech did was call a third-party cooperation. So Tammy Cowens signed up to be a DEA informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut, plain and simple.
Cuffy would start off strong saying he's doing 27 years.
See, that's that's the part I don't fuck with. Like, knowing, like, it ain't like she didn't tell you she was a CI and this shit went down and now Cuffy is in jail. I would understand that. Like, that ain't Big Meech's fault. He didn't know. But to still do it, knowing that she told you I'm a CI, but I want to get out of it, and then you trust her, because what if she's just saying that? Like, and you trust her, and then you run the play, and then your mans get hit and get 27 years? Oh, that's nasty. I ain't gonna lie, that's nasty work, but damn. See, I gotta get more backstory on Tammy and Meech's relationship. Like, why did he trust her even after she told him, I'm a CI? Why did you still proceed to trust her? Because, like, what's y'all history? Was y'all long-term friends that, like, she did hella shit for you, looked out for you in hella situations? But just the Terry nigga, it seemed like with the Terry nigga she sent to jail, because she said, I don't want nothing. I just want to send his ass to jail. It seemed like they was fucking. Just off how that energy is, that's like that nigga, he fucked me over. I thought that was my dude or whatever. He fucked me over and put me in a situation and fucked my businesses up and all this shit. I was trusting him with everything in my name and blah, 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 blah. That's giving that energy. This Big Me shit is giving more like, yeah, nigga, we ran plays together. It's my homegirl. But for her to even confide in him, to tell him I'm a CI, and him to still proceed and fuck with her is what's fucking with me. Like, why did he still proceed? Right now, somebody tell you, hey, man, look, off the record, I'm wearing wire. Hey, I'm a CI off the record. Hey, don't say nothing, though. Like, you gonna be like, nigga, I ain't finna tell this nigga about no play. I ain't finna tell this nigga I got nothing going. What? Hell no.
Because of Meech, and claim Meech did what's called a third-party cooperation. Cuffy would claim Tammy Cowens, who was already a DEA informant, cooperated against him for Big Meech's benefit. This would be backed by the paperwork that stated back in 2011, Tammy was tasked with targeting Hispanics involved in drug trafficking.
No. Somebody made a good point in the chat. That's definitely, if you would have ran that play and put your homie in there, that's definitely got to be a conversation you have with your homie. Like, look, hey, bro, she a CI, but I trust her. I need you to fuck with. And if the homie be like, look, all right, cool, I'll take your word, and I trust her too, then you can't get mad if shit go belly up. Because at least he's putting you in a no, and y'all both risking going proceeding. Y'all both risking at that point. So if anything happens, it's on both of y'all, because y'all both know what's the chances of y'all getting caught is. Y'all dealing with a CI. You know what I'm saying? So, where did he fuck up? He didn't tell Cuffy. Where else did he fuck up? He trusted her to still proceed with that big play with the new connect. Nasty.
she'd be spared from having to testify as they'd be sent back to Mexico. When asked if she gets something big, the DEA agent would interrupt her saying, "You'll get a lot of money." But instead, she asked to get Big Meech a time cut.
Oh. Here we go. Now this is where I could see where the snitch shit came from. You worked with her. You worked with her. Cause in the end, okay, when shit went belly up, all right, we got your cut for getting us this play. Last time we gave you $55,000, we got your cut. No, I don't want the money this time. I want you to reduce the sentence of Big Meech. And that's where I, as a homie nigga, be like, hold on. What? Nigga, this a play that you put me with her. And they telling me that, nigga, we got caught. I'm the only one getting in trouble. I'm getting 27 years. And she's asking for you to get reduced? That's kind of crazy. I totally get where a nigga can look at that like, oh, you got me fucked. Y'all was in cahoots, nigga. Y'all was in bed together with this. Oh, for sure. Because even then, as a homie, if you didn't have nothing to do with that, you like, oh, hell no, bitch, I don't want no reduced sentence for that. Yeah, hell no, get that money. I ain't got nothing, no. I'm riding this one out because you about to smut my name. If I wasn't in on what you're saying, because otherwise, yeah, nigga, you benefited from it, which means you snitched. Like you knew what was going on because you knew she was a CI, so that's fucked up. Damn, man. That's crazy work right here.
To which the DEA agent said we can work on that. Cuffy discovered this through a Frank's hearing in which his legal team was able to cross-examine his accusers, including government agents and informants. Tammy would be present to testify, and these transcripts are of what she said.
Uh-oh.
Fidel Suarez was Hispanic, clearly pushing drugs through his trucking operation.
Uh-oh.
Cuffy wanted drugs. Meech connected them through Tammy, and Tammy sat back and watched it all unfold.
Oh.
But Meech would never receive the time cut because it was discovered Tammy was having sex with the DEA agent responsible for her. So when the...
Oh. So they was having sex. So they said tell the people that he's jealous. He want to have sex with you and he's jealous of Meech. Oh, so they was having sex. Ain't that about a bitch? Damn, she a cold bitch. Hey, this is really a movie. This part is a movie alone. Oh, that's probably why 50 Cent saying the Tammy Rivera movie is coming. Oh, if he do a movie about this whole shit, that's a whole nother series, bro. And he still got the rights to BMF, so he could now take BMF to that. That's probably why he's saying, hey, nah, little nigga, you out, you done. I'm going to move on to Big Meech older years. I'm going to go get an older actor to play Big Meech because I could do that. I'm going to go get an older actor, and I'm going to pick up BMF from there and tell this part of the story of your daddy being in jail corroborating with this snitch and CI and boo-boo. Oh, 50 cold if you do that. If 50 do that, he cold.
In the end, Tammy's cooperation did not benefit Meech, but because of it, Cuffy's phone was wiretapped and he was taken down as a result of them finding evidence and sentenced to 27 years.
Damn.
Now this is where you as a viewer have to decide as to what you believe. Tammy received the life rights to Big Meech after he was taken down by the feds. Tammy then became a DEA informant, which even the feds questioned as she didn't want or need money, wasn't a drug addict, and wasn't facing criminal charges. So what was her motive? Tammy was told she'd be targeting Hispanics and asked in return for her cooperation that Big Meech would receive a lesser sentence. She was cooperating, being paid to do so, but also doing so for Meech to benefit. When accidentally exposed as an informant through court filings mentioning her name, she panicked, running to Meech, who was in prison. Meech told her he wanted his name to stay out of it, and at that time, she recanted all statements regarding Meech, saying he had nothing to do with bringing Suarez and Cuffy together. Tammy was then exposed for having sex with a DEA agent, ruining any chances of helping Meech, and Cuffy goes down because of the wiretap brought on by Tammy. So why wouldn't Cuffy believe Meech was behind it? Tammy didn't make a move Meech didn't tell her to make. She was his assistant and trusted enough that he signed over his life rights. She only began cooperating after Meech was taken down and continued to visit him for years in prison. They remained in contact long after she informed him she was exposed as an informant, and she even went on to become a co-producer for BMF, the TV series, along with executive producer 50 Cent.
What the fuck? Nigga. What? This shit is crazy. What the fuck? I can see now why this shit looks funny in the light, dog. That nigga, imagine if you're Cuffy, the nigga that got 27 years, and you looking like, wait a fucking minute, and you find out, wait a minute. So all this time, she been going to visit him. He knew she was a CI. And then they came to me. He didn't tell me that she was a CI, but he told me about the play. He left me out. He left that part out. Now shit get hit. Boom, I get hit. I get 27 years. And then I go to court. They telling me that she don't want to take no money or whatever. She just want to reduce sentence for him. The nigga who told me he had to play for me. And then now they're starting a BMF movie, a series, and the motherfucking girl that was a snitch is in charge of the show with 50 Cent. They running a play. The BMF organization, oh no, I would be hot. I would be hot. Damn. I would if I was a Cuffy nigga, I get it. I would be fucking pissed, nigga. The one the one important key factor that didn't happen was he wasn't informed that this girl was a CI. He probably knew her before because they said that was his assistant. So he probably knew Tammy. He probably knew her on the streets before they got cracked as just his assistant. You know what I'm saying? So it was probably a rapport there with Cuffy and her from when they was on the streets. So he was comfortable with her. So he didn't even think twice about it when it came from his homeboy that's locked up. Like, hey, I'm going to put you with her because I trust her. And you know how she get down, obviously, because we've been getting down for many moons. Boom. She going to set you up with this. Boom. All right, let's run it. Ran the play, get cracked. Come to find out she's a CI. He knew she was a CI. He didn't say nothing to me. And she's trying to reduce his sentence. And they finna get out and team up with 50 Cent and do a series. And, oh, no, god damn.
The show would premiere in 2021, 2 years after Cuffy was sentenced. 50 being a chess master was now trolling Big Meech with the promise of a Tammy Cohen's documentary coming soon. Turns out, 50 would buy Big Meech's life rights from Tammy. So now 50 is in control with the power to essentially end the BMF series and expose Big Meech through the help of his former associate, Tammy Cohen's. Big Meech is welcome back.
Oh my God. That is... So he bought the rights, period. He bought the rights, period. I thought he licensed the rights, nigga, for a couple years. So 50 owned the rights, period. He bought the shit from her. Ah. Damn. Oh. And she snitched on the last nigga that she was fucking with the Terry nigga for $55,000. So obviously she would sell your life rights for some bread. She showed you that she could be bought and turn on somebody who she feel hurt her. So whatever, at some point, whatever he did, what Big Meech did hurt her to turn on him. Unless, here's another catch. What if they didn't fall out? What if Big Meech and her is still cool, but Big Meech needed some money? That's why I gave the life rights, because I knew it was going to be worth something. And when I'm in a rut, I need you to, I'm finna get out. I need you to go make this play happen. I get out in 2-3 years, make this play happen with 50 so that I can get this money. I need those life rights so you can sell it to him. Damn, that's crazy. Sell the life rights to 50. I need that money. And then when I get out, boom, I'm back. I'm going to throw a concert. I'm going to do this. We got another season. We got boop, 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 boop. But 50 was like, hold up, nigga. I know your play you finna run. 50 probably knew this whole play. Clearly, he had the rap picture on standby with Tammy name on standby as soon as that picture came out with him and Rick Ross. So 50 knew the whole play already. That's what I'm getting, like 50 knew about all this shit. He knew, hey, nigga, I'm buying the life rights from her, but really this is your shit. Because that's what it sounds like, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Because why would she do all that? All that. Help get him out of jail. Don't take the money. I just want you to get a reduced sentence and then get caught up for fucking the cop so it didn't happen. And then sell the shit. It don't say at no point her and Meech fell out. That's what the part I'm looking for. Like, did her and Meech fall out? They haven't said they fell out. That's crazy though, man. What the fuck?
Concert would be canceled just before it started. Lil Meech would already be doing Instagram promos as his acting career just ended, and strings were seemingly being pulled as all of the aura that Big Meech once had was being swept away by 50 Cent. And let's be clear, only someone as influential as 50 Cent had the power to pull this off, as many had spoke on Big Meech's paperwork in the past, but it took a megastar to solidify it and spread it to the masses. 50 would continue to troll Meech, posting a GoFundMe stating Meech needs help paying his bills, and Lil Meech would post a picture to Instagram with Floyd Mayweather and Rick Ross saying real power. Of course, those comments.
Come on, man. That's tacky. You can't post. This nigga just helped you. Come on, man. This nigga just put you through acting class. He put you through acting class. He put you in TV, helped you get some chili, helped your family get some chili. And then you act like I don't know. That's why I say this whole situation is crazy because did Lil Meech know too? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it didn't just come out of nowhere, dog. Like, what the fuck is going on, man? This shit is confusing. It's that question of how long did they know? That's the one question that keeps striking in my head. How long did 50 know? That's crazy.
Will be turned off. Lil Meech made millions off the BMF series with 50 Cent to thank. And it's alleged that he spent it all trying to maintain a rapper's image. And now him and his father are both struggling while 50 is ready to end BMF over disloyalty. Why Meech would turn to Ross is unknown, but 50 is making him stand on it. And it's also unknown, but alleged, that Meech and Tammy had a fallout which placed her right into the hands of 50 Cent.
Okay, there we go. That's what I was waiting to hear. I'm like, and they never mentioned that they had a fallout. So he just mentioned it right now. So there goes the fallout. So a fallout did happen. So therefore, that kills that of them being a part of it together, selling the license rights. She showed you with the first nigga, the Terry nigga that she got locked up, that she's a petty bitch when she's mad. She said she didn't want no reduced sentence. She didn't want nothing in her case. Nigga, I just want to take him down. So now, whatever the fallout is with Big Meech, I can see her saying, oh, you trusted me with your life rights? Fuck you. I'm going to sell your shit and get my money that way. Ah, damn. This is crazy. This is really a movie within itself, y'all. All this shit is really its own fucking series. This is like the most plot twist. There's so many plot twists in this shit right now. Like, what the fuck?
In the end, there has yet to be a paper unsealed showing Big Meech 100% cooperated, but as some have said, he came home 15 years too early. It would seem only Tammy Cohen's has the power to truly solidify Big Meech's legacy or destroy it completely. And that is 50 Cent's final bullet.
Damn. See, this is what I'm saying. It's that gray area. The gray area is knowing she's a CI. That's what makes everything look funny. Because if you didn't know, take away the fact that he didn't know. None of this shit would be in question. Like, nobody would be questioning calling you a snitch because you didn't know all this shit happened without your knowledge of her being a CI. But the question is, what did you do with that knowledge? You knew she was a CI. How did you use it? Because you proceeded to do shit with her and proceeded to make this play happen with her. So that's now where you're in limbo as being looked at as a snitch because somebody went down for the play that you set up with her while knowing she's a CI. So that's where the gray area is like, oh, some people are going to say, hey, maybe he told her, you know, leave him out of it, leave him out, try not to. That's where you can make up, like, that's where it can get argued right there. But then it's people who like, hey, fuck that. He knew she was a CI, he worked with a CI, nigga, he's a snitch. And there's that side of things. You work with a CI, you a snitch too, nigga. You work with a CI, somebody get caught, nigga, from that CI, from a play you set up, you a snitch too. That's how that could be argued on the other side. You know what I'm saying? So with 10 Jake saying there's still no paperwork saying it, but there's a big action in place where a woman who set up the play through you with the knowledge of knowing she's a CI, play went wrong and the man got 27 years. So that's where the gray area. So it's going to be people who say he's not on paperwork, and it's going to be people who say he don't need to be on paperwork because he set the play up and he knew she was a CI. You know what I'm saying? So it's all in how you look at it. It's really, this situation is all in how you look at it and what side. It's only two sides to pick. The side that understands, like, hey, or the side that just be like, hey, you worked with a snitch, you are a snitch, nigga. You work with a snitch and help somebody get caught, you a snitch. So it's like, there we have it. That's crazy.
Now, a lot of research went into this video. We're dealing with a very big name. And at the same time, I wanted to let everything play out. So please excuse my absence in this situation. But I mean, 50 just made it a series. This wasn't even one show that just took place in a day.
Facts. That's exactly what the fuck I've been saying. This shit is his own series right here. This alone. This alone is a series, dog. Just telling this story in 7 episodes or 6 episodes would be interesting as fuck. Like from her getting the first nigga took down, from like showing their relationship, their rapport, what they had going, the whole BMF getting cracked, boom. Meech going to jail now, boom. Her keeping a rapport, what's going on in the streets, who's running shit for him. Like the Cuffy nigga setting up the play, boom. Like this whole shit is crazy.
This shit's been going on for a while. The content just seemed to keep coming. At the end of the day, from what I've seen, from legal paperwork, Meech allegedly was still involved in the game in the feds and was never charged with anything. Meech allegedly knew that Tammy Cohen's was a DEA informant because she went to him and told him. Meech responded, keep my name out of it. He didn't want anyone to know. Cuffy is serving 27 years because of an investigation caused by Tammy. Tammy was cooperating to get Meech a time cut. I highly doubt Tammy needed the money. She's connected to BMF. But Tammy specifically stated she wanted to get him a time cut. She was cooperating so Big Meech could get a time cut. She was seduced by an ATF agent and blew the whole fucking operation. So because she essentially fucked up, she then went to 50 Cent. Now 50 is gonna pay her more money than the DEA. Big Meech is fucked. And the entire BMF series seems to be over with. Do I think Big Meech snitched? I'm not sure, honestly.
See? That's that gray area. That's that gray area I'm talking about. It's hard to say. It's hard to say because you don't know exactly. So it's all in how you look at it. It's all in your perspective on it. You knew she was a snitch. That doesn't mean that he told her to go do that, like to take him down. It could mean like, hey, nigga, I'm in a rock in a hard place. You my dog. I know you a CI, but look, you can't put me in this shit, and I need you to run this play off the grid. This got to be off the grid, your CI shit. I trust you. You know what I mean? We go back. We got history. I love you. Woo, woo, you my sister. So still do that other shit you doing, but just not this play. Not with me. Because it could have been he said that. He could have went that approach. That's where it leaves a gray area because nobody knows, but all we know is he knows she was a CI. So that's where it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Do I think he knew about what Tammy was doing? The paperwork says yes. And that right there is enough, right? Because you know this girl is snitching and doing it so you benefit. So Cuffy saying that Meech did a third-party cooperation?
Check.
Doesn't sound far-fetched.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's cold. And I go back to what I was saying, like, if I'm the nigga in jail for 27 years, I'm hot. What could have changed all this is one thing, like I said, that could have changed all this. And that was simply telling his homeboy, she's a CI, bro, but we finna run this play and I trust her. From that point, your homeboy could either say, A, let's run it, or B, hell no, I ain't working with no fucking CI, bro. I don't trust that bitch. I'm cool. But at least you would have gave him the option. Because from there, when he get cracked, he can't say, oh, Meech set me up. No, he told you. This is my dog, woo-to-woo. But she fucked around and flipped on both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes it more so 70% compared to 50-50. It's like 70%, yeah, Meech, you fucked up, bro. You fucked up. I'm going to say 80%. 80%. Because I can't, it's just that little gray area of what was the approach with her. But the fact that you didn't tell that nigga is what's fucked up. As a homie, I would want to know that. If I'm going to run a play with you as a homie, I would want to know that she's a CI we're working with. So I could be like, nigga, I'm cool. So damn, that's fucked up.
Because the paperwork clearly states she was cooperating for Meech to get out. But let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. Until next time.
Damn. Hey, shout out to you for tuning in. Now be sure to smash a like and download Underdog Fantasy. All you have to do is pick higher or lower on players and you can win big. If you want to make some extra cash and have more fun while you watch sports, download Underdog and get up to 1,000 times bonus cash. And did I mention Underdog is available in 33 states? Head over to your app store and download it today and join the millions of fans who have won billions on Underdog. Just use my code, AceBoys.